Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this amazing Monday morning? I hope everybody is doing well and you already know what to do. In the chat, put I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed in the chat because if you are here this morning, you are awake and blessed. Why is I awake and alive? But awake and blessed. So we have another day. A new day for new changes, a new day for a better you, a new day for everything, new day for possibilities. Today is the actual first day of spring, right? Today is the first day of spring, or is it the 21st? I think today is the actual first day of spring. And so it is time for new possibilities. It is time for new outlooks. It is time for the new you to evolve. It is time for you to start stepping out into the new you. So let's get it. Let's go. How's everybody doing? Let me check in the chat and see. Also, the first person we have in the chat this morning is Miss Patricia K. Good morning and congratulations. She won one of the contests this weekend. I think she won the one on Bubble Babes. So she won the gift set from Bubble Babes, which includes a makeup remover, the Brush Me Off soap, a facial soap, and a serum. And it also has some other things in there. It has an iPad eye mask. It has one of those in there. It has a jade roller in there. So it's a good little gift. It's something that I did for BCMC, the influencer box class. That's what we were doing, and that's the demonstration that I did. So it's an amazing box, and I'm going to be giving those out to my influencers. So it's amazing. Good morning, Patricia K. Good morning. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Good morning, Betty Rose. Betty Rose got us together this Sunday. Okay, so this Sunday we had a tax class with Miss Betty Rose. If you did not attend it, you missed a great class. It was very easy to understand. We had templates, we had spreadsheets, we had different things that we can use so we can make the process of filing our taxes and keeping up with our taxes so much simpler. So if you missed that class, you missed a good one, but the replay will be available. It was a paid class, so the replay will be available for purchase. But yes, it was a really good class. So thank you so much, Miss Betty Rose, for that class. It was amazing. I am blessed on this gloomy, cold, and rainy Monday. We have some sunshine over here, so that's amazing. How was your weekend? My weekend was good. I did a lot of planning. I did a lot of work. And so a lot of restructuring. So yeah, it went well. It went well. I need to have more days in my weekend, but you know, it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do, right? Take the time where we can. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My weekend was forced to rest. Oh, see, the body wasn't having it anymore. I'm telling you, gotta sit us down. When you're doing way too much, gotta sit us right down. Like, girl, if you do not sit your behind down, sit it down. Sit it down now. So yeah, we have to take time for some self-care. Now you really overworked yourself if your body put you on a timeout. Yes, indeed. She said I get up at 6, 7 days a week and said it's enough. Yes, 6 kids will do that to you. My weekend was good. Had fun at my pop-up and met some amazing people. That is awesome. Good morning, Miss Linda. How are you doing this amazing morning? She said, I am blessed and favored. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, Miss Pascal. Michelle, understand. Thankfully, the 5 I have are self-sufficient. Four out of the 5 are grown. Now they are quiet. I'm telling you, isn't that's peace. Good morning, Bernita. Hey, hey, hey. My weekend was great. Yes, yes, yes. Especially if you had events this weekend. How did your events go this weekend? Good morning, Tiffany. I'm blessed and highly favored. Amen, amen, amen. Good morning, Miss Deltra. I'm blessed. My butt came down with a cold this weekend. Oh no. Oh no. Hope you feel better. It's the first day of spring. It's cold here in Georgia, 28 degrees. It's cold here too. My feet are cold. You hear I have the sniffles already. Already. Good morning, Chris Sue. Good morning. Congratulations, Deltra. And Deltra was the other winner. So I had two winners. I had Deltra and I had Patricia K as my winners. Patricia K won a lifetime membership to the Honor Society. Deltra. Did I say Deltra? I think I did. Deltra won a lifetime membership to the Honor Society. So that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sunny and cold in the Sunshine State. Let me see. I only have one adult. Okay, and she's almost moved out. So it's teenagers, young ones, and the toddlers still got plenty to go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sean talk about let's have a baby. Oh no. Mm-mm. These kids are grown and it's time to live. Mm-mm. It is time to enjoy it. Thank you, ladies. I never win anything, so I was excited. Awesome. And it's a great prize. It's a great prize. You get to see all of the previous classes, all of the new classes, have access to every single thing. It's a great win. I think both of them are great wins, but I'm just saying. The Honor Society is definitely going to be something that is going to keep on the gift that keeps on giving. That's what's going to happen with that, right? Let me see. I hope it's warm when I come home this weekend, right? Because it will suck going all the way out there and it is freezing still. It's 42 and cloudy here in Fauquier in Katy, Texas. Okay. Good morning, Donicia. Good morning, Denicia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Patricia K, you're going to love those products. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning. Good morning, D. Driving, so listening. That's cool. We got you still. Good morning, Naomi. She's awake and alive and she is blessed. Yes. Yes, she did that. That tax class was awesome. Thank you, Betty Rose. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all missed a good one. You missed a good one. Good morning, Michi. Good morning, Branton. Good morning and welcome. I took off from everything work related. I needed a mental break. Okay. But I needed to catch up on spring cleaning. Still not done. That's okay. That's okay. I need to start. Spring is here and I have not started. So you're ahead of me for sure. Congratulations, Zeltra. I meet the president. Oh, wow. He wants to make me a candle. He wants me to make a candle. Wow, that is so wonderful, Ms. Lois. That is so wonderful. I am so proud and congratulations. That is an awesome opportunity. Awesome opportunity. She is making a candle for the president of the Chambers of Commerce in Fauquier, Katy, Texas. And he wants her to make a candle for him to purchase. So that's awesome. That is not what I wrote. I said the first almost spring day. Oh, excuse me. First almost spring day. I know that's right. 2 more years and Caitlin will be in college. Out of here. I'm telling you, your peace, the peace that you have. Well, I can't say that because my oldest son, I'm still like, if he don't come home or whatever, I'm like, okay, you okay out in the streets? Like, you don't have to rush home or anything. I just want to make sure you okay. Like, you still have that mom thing, but it's still peace. You don't have to worry. You could get up when you want. You could leave when you want. You don't have to worry about babysitters. You don't have to worry about somebody doing something for you because you could just get up and go. Love that for me. And I love that for you if that's where you are right now. I mean, you're going to miss them and everything, but you know, they come back. They come back and it's just like they never left. And it's just like they never left. So everybody, I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Yes, yes, and yes. How was your weekend? Yes. Good, good, good. So today's Monday and it's the start of a brand new week. If you are like me, you started planning yesterday, but it's the start of a brand new week, brand new possibilities. And remember, we are acting as our future self. So do the things that your future self needs to do. My future self needs to organize and get everything on my schedule and make sure that I stick to the schedule. I will be giving you the schedule. Remember, we were talking last week, we were talking about doing a schedule and just challenging ourselves to do things and, you know, be better prepared with our time, right? So better time management was going to be, well, not was, it is going to be the challenge for this week. So I want to challenge everybody to put yourself on the schedule and do the things that you say that you want to do within that time frame, right? And just to make sure that you knock things off the list so that you can start getting in the habit of doing the things, first of all, doing the things that you don't want to do, and secondly, getting them done in a timely manner. Because we all have things that we don't want to do. We all have things that we just really don't look forward to, right? I don't look forward to doing administrative work. I don't look forward to organizing. I mean, it helps me to work better, but I don't look forward to it. It's not something that I love, right? And so all of those things they still have to get done. And again, most of us are one woman shows, right? And so since this is how we operate, we, in order for us to be efficient, we are going to have to put ourselves on a schedule. In order for us to be efficient, we're going to have to be disciplined. In order for us to be efficient, we are going to have some type of dedication to the dream, to the goal, to the whatever it is that we want to do. We're going to have some kind of dedication. And so today's word is dedication. This whole week might be due to, might be dedication, but for today is going to be about dedication, because without dedication, you need to know what you're willing to do, right? You need to dedicate yourself to the task. You need to dedicate yourself to the mission, to the goal, to the business, to whatever. You need to dedicate yourself. And in order for you to dedicate yourself 100% fully and wholly, truly, you are going to have to sacrifice some things. And in order for the goal to have been met, some things are going to have to get sliced off the list, right? Because it's not going to help you to achieve those goals. And so today it's all about dedication. Right here, I put a quote from Jesse Owens: "We all have dreams, but in order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort." We all want the dream. We all want the thing, but a lot of us is not willing to do the work. How much of this work are you willing to do? How much are you willing to sacrifice? So that is what we are going to be discussing today. Okay, so I want everybody in the chat to put dedicated in the chat. Just put dedicated in the chat. Sierra has storage here. Right. They just be in and out, taking up space. Yep, same thing, cousin. Like, I just need to know you safe, because I need to know if I need to look for you, or I need to know if I need to call somebody. I need to know if I need to bail you out. I need to know. I need to know, especially if you're in the area, something's going down in a certain area, and you thinking that your child ain't there, so you're not concerned, but then they could have been there. You just need to know these things. These things we need to know. Parents are concerned. Parents are concerned. That's everybody in the chat. Put dedicated in the chat. Good morning, Stasia. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Janae. He wants to purchase that candle for others. Oh, nice, Miss Lois. That is so nice. Let me see if I miss anybody. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning. I have Alejandro at home. Oh no, Alejandro is sick. The stomach bug. Ugh. Oh my goodness. It's just an ongoing, everything is just, revolving. These colds, the flu, stomach bug, virus. It's the same thing. Like, it just keeps going around in a circle. Going around in a circle. Let me see. Yes, good morning, Yolanda. I got low jack on these kids. Okay, Betty Rose. Hi, Alejandro. We miss you, and we hope you feel better. Healing to the baby boy. Y'all, Alejandro, you are becoming this young man before our very eyes. Remember, we seen you as a little kid, and it seemed like so many years went by, and it really has not. You just grew up. You have your mustache. You know, I'm always talking about your mustache, and your voice is changing, and you're growing, and you're tall. Are you taller than your mother yet? Yes. He was almost there. He was almost there. So everybody put dedication. Yes, I'm praying for Alejandro a speedy recovery. Yes, them stomach bugs, I hate them, especially when you can't keep food down. Oh, whew. I do not miss any of that. I do not at all. He's taller than me now. Wow. Look at him. I'm so proud of you. I just want you to know we are so proud of you over here. You are doing an amazing job. But we gotta definitely give kudos to your mama, because you know your mama is making sure you stay on track. So I'm so proud of you. Continue the great work, because you are an amazing young man. And I just can't wait to see what you are going to do with the rest of your life, because you've experienced a lot of it so far, right? So I can't wait to see what you do with it. And with that being said, feel better and make sure that you listen to your mama. Y'all have ginger ale and stuff in the house for him. And what else? I used to like to have like the peppermints or a candy, because when the nausea would come up, I pop one of them candies in and stop the nausea, because I did not like to throw up. Sucks. Hope he gets better soon. Hopefully it's a 24-hour bug, right? And tomorrow he's better. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, indeed. So, I want to say this morning, you do not need approval from anybody for you to live your dreams. You don't need approval from anybody to want what you want. You do not need approval from anybody for you to be successful. You don't need anybody is kudos. You don't need their compliments. What you need to do right now is you need to just be dedicated to the mission, and make sure that you see it through. Dedicated to the mission and make sure you see it through. As of today, as of right now, you don't need anybody to say, hey, you're doing a great job. You don't need that. You just continue to work, because if you allow somebody's compliments or somebody's opinion or whatever stop you from what it is that you want to do, then how bad do you really want it? So I want you to take today, and I want you to say, I will no longer allow anybody's approval to mess with where I want to go. Period. Right? Because everybody is not going to see what you see. Right? Everybody says that the vision was given to you. It wasn't a conference call. It wasn't a conference call with God giving you a vision. Right? Everybody's not in on it. Everybody is not going to believe it. Everybody's not going to believe what see what you see. Everybody's not going to feel the way you feel. Everybody's not going to be passionate about these dreams that you have or these goals that you want to hit. So today I'm letting you know, you don't have to hold on to anybody's negative thoughts, anybody's opinion, even if they think that they're saying it for your benefit, right? You don't have to hold on to anything. One thing I dislike is when somebody tell me I have to be real. I have to live in reality. No, I don't. If that's where you choose to live, then that's where you choose to live. But if I choose to believe that the possibilities for me are endless, then let me believe that, because what does that hurt you? It doesn't hurt you at all for me to believe in my own dreams and my own goals and my own visions, right? If I believe in myself, I don't need to worry about if you accept it or not, right? And today I want to give you permission to know that it is okay for you to believe in yourself. It is okay for you to live. I don't want to live in and think about all the news all day long. I don't want that to be what impacts my day, right? I want to believe that this is a beautiful day and all of the possibilities are open and available to me. That's what I choose to believe. If you choose to believe that somebody else is holding you back or holding you down, then that's on you. But that's not where I want to be. So if that's your reality, that's cool. But that's not where I want to be. So don't put that on me. So today I want to give you that freedom to allow you to do what it is that you need to do to get and hit your goal. Whatever it is that you need to do, I need you to know that you have everything on the inside. I need you to know that you are fully equipped. You are fully capable of achieving whatever it is that you want. And today is the day. You don't have to don't let anybody hold you back. Don't let anybody's thoughts and opinions hold you back. I don't care if it was a teacher, a preacher. I don't care who it was. Don't allow anybody to hold you back from what your purpose is. If you know what your purpose is, then you continue and you go for it 100%. You pursue it with every single thing in your body. You make sure that you stay the course, right? And I wrote down for dedication that you're going to be committed to the task no matter what. No matter what it takes, you're going to be committed to the task. And that is what I want you to do. That is why the word today is dedication. Last week we did focus. Focus and dedication goes hand in hand, right? You want a clear vision of where you want to go, but you also got to be dedicated to the path. You also got to be dedicated to the plan and the journey. You have to be dedicated to that. So I want you guys to make sure that you are dedicated it, and you will not allow anybody's opinions or anything to weigh any weight on your person at all. Don't let it sit on you for a minute. Don't let it sit on you for an hour. Don't even let it sit on you for a day, because as long as you let it sit on you for a day, you're going to keep on replaying. Maybe this person is right. Maybe I can't do this. And there go that self-doubt start creeping in, and you don't want to leave any room for that door to be open. So absolutely do not allow anybody's opinions to weigh anything on your purpose at all, right? Don't let anybody weigh anything on you, period. You have everything that it takes for you to be successful. The only thing that is missing is the dedication. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want success? Remember, Eric Thomas has said, if you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful, right? How bad do you really want to be successful? How bad do you really want this thing to work? How bad do you really want to understand something? Because whatever it is that we need to understand something, we already have. We already know. We already know if I don't understand something, that I can learn this. If I don't understand something, then I could get a book. I could take a class. I could do that. We already know that. And so if you want this thing bad enough, you are going to do the work that is required in order for you to know and do that thing. Yes, yes, and yes. Put a yes, yes, and yes in the chat, y'all. Yes, yes, and yes in the chat. Cousin said, give him some egg drop soup, and the original Gatorade is my go-to. Oh, nice. Your daughter should be joining the group. Awesome. He says thank you. He's on ginger ale tea and crackers. Gotcha. Peppermint coats the stomach. Yep. And it takes away the nausea, because that nausea is no joke. Nausea is no joke. Everybody put yes, yes, and yes in the chat. Yes, yes, and yes. And then I want you to take also what people give you, and I want you to take it with a grain of salt, but I want you to be able to use it, right? Use everything. They say when a chef is cooking, right? They say you have to use everything. Everything that's on the plate should be edible, right? There should be nothing on the plate that's inedible, right? If you do the same thing with the things that are thrown at you, and you take it to use it for your good. Remember, in the Bible it says what the enemy was meant for your, what is it? What the enemy used was meant for your, somebody tell me what it is, cousin. But the enemy meant for harm, God is going to use it for good, right? And so use that same thing, right? Because whatever is meant to stop you, use that. How can you use that as your fuel? How can you use that to put the battery pack in your back and go even harder? Right? I was listening to, I forgot his name. I think it's Billis is his last name, but he was saying that you need the love and you need the hate. Both are going to fuel you, right? You can't just have all love and you can't just have all hate. You need to have both, because both is going to give you what you need in order for you to hit that goal. Both is going to give you the momentum that you need to be successful, or to prove other people wrong, or to whatever. So you need both things. You need the love and you need the hate. You need the adoration and you need for them to just hate on you, right? You need that. You need both. Why? Because the love is going to give you everything that you need, the momentum, like, yes, I could do it. Yes, I could do it. Because that's the encouragement, right? That's the building of character. That's the building of the support of what you're doing. That's all of that. All of that is coming from love, right? And that helps, right? But you also need the hate as well. As long as you don't allow the hate to become something that hinders you, you're going to be good, right? Because you need that hate. You need people to not believe in you. You need people to be talking mess about you. You need to be proving people wrong. Why? Because that's also going to help you. So you're going to need the love with the hate, right? Because there's no light with darkness. No, you need the light and the darkness, right? You need the good and the evil, because that's the only way that you're going to know the difference, right? Because it has to be that balance. And so you need to make sure that you're utilizing everything. Somebody told you couldn't do it. Guess what? Let that be some momentum for you to propel yourself forward. Let that be something that is going to say, I got to prove you wrong, right? I'm going to do what I got to do by hook or by crook. I'm going to be successful. But those things, those words need to be the things that is going to give you the momentum to move forward and not the thing to spring you back, right? You want to make sure that you are using both, but you're using them both to your advantage, right? Somebody who don't believe in your dream, somebody who don't give you accolades for what you're doing. So what? So what? I don't need you to say, oh, you're doing a good job, to know that I'm doing a good job, right? I don't need that. It's nice to have, it's nice to hear because it feels good for your ego, but that's not what you need to be successful, right? I don't need you to approve of what I'm doing. Everybody's not going to approve of what you're doing. Everybody's not going to believe in your little business. Everybody's not going to believe in your little candle business, your little soap business, your little resin business, your little styling business. Nobody's going to believe in it. Everybody don't have to believe in it, but you just need to know that you're not going to allow what their thoughts are to change where you want to go, right? Because you're still going to hit that target because you're dedicated to hitting that target. It doesn't matter what you say or what you think, because I'm going to hit it anyway. I'm going to hit it regardless. I'm going to make sure that I do it. Matter of fact, I want you to hate on me. I want to prove you wrong. I want to show you that I'm going to hit this and I'm going to go above that, because I want to show you that your words mean nothing to me, because it's about me. This is my journey. This is where I want to go. And we are doing the wrong thing by allowing other people to change where we want to go, right? We're allowing people to change our perspective. And if you're trying to change my perspective and it's not for my good, then what are you doing? Are you trying to prove yourself, right, that I'm going to be wrong? Like, what are you doing? Right? And so we need to let that go, because we don't need that. And in this season, in this season of our lives, and this new evolved us, right, we are not going to allow anybody, any person to change what we want to do, to change our direction, to change our momentum. We're not going to allow that. And matter of fact, if they are going to change the momentum, it is to make sure that it gives us the energy to keep on moving, that it fuels us a little bit more so that we could take that and use that, right? Because I'm going to use what you gave, right? I'm going to use your hate. I'm going to use your disapproval. I'm going to use everything that you said I couldn't do. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do more, right? But we need to be dedicated. We have to make sure that no matter what's thrown at us, that we are still going to stay the course. No matter what has been said, we are still going to stay the course. The goal is here, and we are going to hit it by any means necessary. Dedication in the chat, y'all. Dedication in the chat. Thank you, Michelle. What the enemy meant for evil, God will turn it for your good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Latanya. Good morning. Good morning. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That includes the hate. Yes, the hate can make you better if you see it correctly. Absolutely. And welcome, Nikkie. Am I saying it right? Let me see. Let me see. If someone doesn't support you, stop telling them things. Yes. And one day your business will speak for itself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Romans 8:28. Come on. Come on, Michelle. Dedication. Everybody put dedication in the chat. I said it right, Nateki? Okay, good, good, good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dedication in the chat, everybody. Dedication in the chat. So what I want to know from you right now, are you willing? Are you willing to be dedicated to the process, right? Whatever your goals are you willing to be dedicated to the process? Put it in the chat right now. You could put a 1 for yes, or you could say yes, or you could put a 2 if you don't know. Are you dedicated to the process? Put a 1 in the chat. Are you dedicated? Are you going to be disciplined to do what you need to do in order to achieve that goal? Because a lot of the times we want something, but we're not doing the work to get it. A lot of the times we have things written down and we have these grand ideas, but when things start to get hard, when we start to struggle a little bit, well, when something don't look like what we thought it should look like, then we start to go back into a shell. Then we start thinking like, oh, maybe that's not not meant for me. Oh, maybe God is giving me something. Maybe God is showing me that this is not meant for me. Or maybe it's God trying to show you, do you really want it? And I'm trying to see if you are really built for this. Because if you're not built for this, and I know that you are, because if I gave it to you, I know that you could go through it. I know that you could withstand everything. And if you're deciding to just fall and crumble under the pressure, then you may not really want that thing as bad as you thought that you wanted that thing. Do you really want success as much as you say that you want success? Do you really want that multi-million-dollar business as much as you say that you want it? Are you dedicated to the process? Are you dedicated when it goes great? Are you dedicated when it goes bad? Are you dedicated when you're struggling? Are you dedicated when ain't nobody there cheering you on in the stands? Are you dedicated when it's in the darkness and you by yourself and there ain't nobody there to encourage you? Are you there? Are you going to be dedicated when there's nobody watching? Are you dedicated? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it when you feel like doing it? Or are you going to feel like do it when you don't feel like doing it? Are you going to stand the test of time? Are you going to be dedicated to the task at hand? Are you going to be dedicated to your goals? Are you going to be dedicated to the things that you set out for yourself? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Again, and I'm going to say this every single day. If not now, then when? When do you plan on being dedicated, right? You look at yourself and you're doing things, you're doing it mediocre, you're doing it lackluster, you're doing it halfway, and you know what I'm saying? Half ASS. You're doing it that way. But are you willing to just say, you know what? Let me knock it off. Let me knock off all the BS and let me just 100% be dedicated and do it, and just know that something is going to come from this. Just know that there's going to be some results from this, and I'm going to do it if I see it and if I don't. I'm going to do it if it feels good and if it don't. I'm going to do it if I see results and if I don't. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing this thing. How many of us in here are going to be that dedicated? Are you going to be that dedicated to the mission? And that's what I think I'm going to start calling the goals the mission. But are you going to be that dedicated to the goal, right? How much are you willing to give up? How much are you willing to do? Are you willing to sacrifice what you need to sacrifice in order to make these things happen? The wilderness season help you reach the promised land season. Okay? Okay? How are you willing? Are you willing? So I'm going to challenge everybody. We're going to the challenge is going to be the scheduling so we could be better with time management. And I'm also going to challenge you to be 100. Just use this month. Just use this month to be dedicated 100% all in to your business, dedicated to doing all the things that you know that you need to do for your business. I don't care if you don't feel comfortable. I don't care if you don't understand something. I don't care if you know what I'm saying? If you don't think you have something, it's okay. Whatever you don't understand, whatever you don't have, whatever you don't know, you can always find it. You can find the answer in a book. You can find the answer maybe on YouTube. You can Google answers. You can, you know what I'm saying? As long as you dedicate yourself to learning the process, you're going to be fine. You have to make sure that you are dedicated to doing something, right? And so for this month, I want you to be 100% dedicated, 100% dedicated. Even if you have a 9 to 5, you have a 9 to 5, give yourself dedicated hours that you are going to spend on your business, and be very crystal clear, focus, be very crystal clear on what it is that you're going to do in that allotted time. Right? And make sure that you do those things. Hold yourself accountable, because if you're not holding yourself accountable, then how are you expecting to achieve goals? Because it doesn't matter if you're doing the thing or not, because you're not holding yourself accountable. So you have to hold yourself accountable to know that I am going to do this thing. I am going to see this thing through. Right? You want to be successful in your business, you gotta see the thing through. Yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Yes, yes, and yes. Chantel says, I'm going to be going live more. Yes, go live, go live, go live. And hey, sis, make sure that you put it in the chat. Are we going to be 100% dedicated? How many of you guys are going to be committed to this challenge to go 100%, be 100% dedicated to this month? How many of you guys are willing to do that? How many of you guys are willing to do that? Put a 1 in the chat if it's you. Put a 2 if you don't want to do the challenge. I'm definitely going to be dedicated to my business more and strategic. I'm going live more on IG. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Friday, I mentioned I was struggling getting up at 5 a.m. with multiple alarms and falling back asleep this morning. What? Good. Congratulations. She said, this morning I was up at 5 a.m. It's hard, but I'm dedicated to my business and time management. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it gets easier. You just got to make the decision to do it, right? Just make the decision and if do like me, and that's my little consolation is I say, if I need a nap in the middle of the day, I'll take a nap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. I'm going to do what I need to do at 5 a.m. I'm going to plan this out. All right, so everybody is going to join this challenge. So I want us to be clear on what are the goals? What do you want to achieve in this month? Right? What do you want to achieve in this month? Please put it in the chat. What do you want to achieve this month? Chantel says she wants to go live more on IG. Let's give it a time. How many days do you want to go live on IG? Is there a certain time? And if you are going to go live at a certain time, then make sure you tell your people that you're going live at this time. Make sure that you send out emails that you're going live this time so that you have people in the room for you when you get there, right? You have people showing up for you. What do you want to do with your business? What is one of the goals that you want to hit this month? Because we're going to be 100% dedicated to the goal. 100%. We're going all in. If that's producing products, if that's getting your website together, if that's showing up on social media more, whatever that is, that's sending more emails, whatever that looks like for you, put it in the chat and let me know what you got. Let me know what you got in the chat. I have wrote on my sticky, I wrote the commitment to seeing a project or goal through to the end, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Success is not going to be an easy path. Success is not going to be an easy road for anybody. Believe when you think that you master something, there's going to be a new level that you have to master. It's always going to be a next level, and the next level is never going to be a level of completion. It's always going to be ever changing, ever growing, and you're always going to be learning. So you have to make sure that when you think you got something, you're still going to be learning, because something is going to throw you off and you're like, oh, I didn't know I needed to do that. Okay, got to do that. Fix it. Keep on going, right? But we got to make sure that we are not going to allow those things to stop us. We're not going to allow, us needing to learn something or change something to allow us to stop, right? Because things are going in business, things are never going to go absolutely the way you expect it to. It's not, right? And so you just have to learn to roll with the punches and pivot if necessary, and then take the new methods and take the new techniques or the new information and apply it to yourself, and apply it quickly. Don't sit there and wait. Don't let it fester. Just apply quickly, because if you do not, you're going to forget. And remember, the passion, when the passion is there, that is when the time is for you to make those changes, when you feel that passion, right? Okay. Just got to wrap my head around doing my face. You did it yesterday and you look bomb yesterday. So just put it on and come on. Just put it on and come on. All right. So building inventory for pop-up shop. That's your goal for this month. Okay. Okay. Now, what's the small steps that we can do to make this happen, Naomi? What's the small things that we can do? How are you going to build your inventory? What do you need to purchase? When do you want to purchase it by? When are you going to make these things? How many things are you going to make a day? You know what I'm saying? What's the day you're going to label? What's the day is production? What day is get the plan all together. That way you don't just leave it open. You don't just leave it open to build an inventory for pop-up shop. You make sure that every single day you have something going on for this so that you can achieve the goal every single day. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Streaming and working, okay? More sales. I have a goal amount and what it takes to get the people on my site and buy, okay? It's going to take more than IG posts and random emails. It's definitely. And it's going to take you being intentional about the content that you're putting out, especially if you want them to purchase certain things, especially if you want to educate them, especially if maybe you have a sale, or maybe you want them to refer a friend. Like, we got to get a little more intentional about how we are going to get the sales. Where are we going to get the sales? Are you going to get the sales when you are doing markets. Maybe you're going to find markets in the area. Maybe you're going to collab with somebody. Like, we need to get crystal clear. And when I was sitting down this morning, I said, good morning, Lakeisha, Keisha. When I was sitting down this morning, I said, you know what? It is time for me to clear my slate, organize the way I need to organize, plan out the way that I know that I should, that I'm not, because I keep on saying I don't have time for it. If you don't have time to put your plan together, then how do you expect the plan to come to fruition? How do you expect the plan to come to life if you're not even putting the plan together? You just kind of like fly by night. You kind of like just going where the wind takes you. You don't actually have a plan. There is no structure. You need to have some structure. And so to this morning, I said, you know what? I got to cut it out. I definitely need to make sure that I have structure in every single thing that I do. Because if I have structure in every single thing that I do, I can see my plan. I can see what works and what doesn't work. I can see what needs to be changed. I can see I have something here. I have some kind of a map to see what I'm doing, right? Other than that, we're just moving and moving and moving and moving and moving, and then we don't see results. But the reason why we don't see results is because we can't measure them. You can't measure them because you don't have a plan. And so you need to make sure that you have a plan. And I'm challenging everybody to make sure that you put your plan in action. You put your plan on paper. Put your plan on paper. Put your plan on paper. Yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Put your plan on paper. Yes, yes, and yes. Or on iPad, or wherever you put your to-do list or things that you got to do, put it on that. Get my wholesale pitch done. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Now, you know that you could use AI and tweak it, right? You know that you could use Canva Magic, right? You know that you could use Chat GPT. You know that you could use copy.ai in order to formulate a sales pitch, and you could tweak it and put your own words in, and you can make it to what you want it to be. And then you can come back on us and you can ask us, how does it sound? Right? Or you could ask Sean. Sean's even better with that, because Sean is the VP, value price, value close, VP, VC girl. And so definitely. Let me see. Improve product photography, launch my Shopify, and show up on IG. Let's plan that out. How we're going to get better with our product photography. When do you want to launch your Shopify? What day? And then we need to start putting a plan in motion for the launch itself, so that people could be excited about what you have going, what kind of products you got showing up, what kind of stuff that you do. I know you do your concrete vessels and everything, but everybody needs to know these are the things that you could do. What could we use these vessels for afterwards? Like, what could they, you know what I'm saying? Not only are they beautiful candles and beautiful vessels, but you could use this and repurpose it for something else, right? But we need to have all of that anticipation, all of that excitement showing up. So let's put that on paper and let's plan that out. Let's plan it out. Let's put everything with a date. Everything needs to have a date. Right? Everything needs to have a date. Chantel says, I made my first candle last night, and this week my focus is testing the wicks I have. Okay. I will also put my inventory on a spreadsheet, make use of the extra time in the mornings before my full time. Absolutely. When do you want to have your testing done? When are you going to be ready to launch your first candle? When do you think your candle will be ready for the public? Give yourself a timeline. Give yourself a date. Yes, then mark it off once it's done. That way you see that you accomplished something. Yes. And if you leave it as vast as I want more sales, you need to kind of like say, okay, I want this amount of sales, so you can measure it, right? So I want this amount of sales, I want this amount of traction, I want this amount of new followers, I want this amount of orders to come in, whatever. And make sure that you measure that, so that you know, okay, it worked when I did this, right? Because sometimes things that just happen, you don't even know what you did in order for the sales to start flooding in. And now you got to go back and you got to figure out how things got done. How did it even happen? Right? So you want to make sure that you are writing these things down, not only as a journal, but as your plan of action. I gave you guys the 1-day marketing plan. There's that was a download. I think I even put it in the Facebook group. I'm not sure if I did, but yeah, and if you don't have it, you could always look it up. It's the 1-page marketing plan. It's even a book. And you guys Just write down everything. It's telling you who you speaking to, how you speaking to them, how are you reaching them, what's the goal, you'll be successful when you measure this, what's going to happen afterwards, what are you going to do to retain them, what do you, all of that information is on a one page thing. You don't have to sit there and figure out how you're going to write a book, right? You don't need a book, you just need a plan. And the plan needs to be taken into not taken into consideration, but the plan needs to be put in action, and you just need to follow through with whatever it is that you say that you want to do, right? To accomplish. Yes, 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 and yes. I went to IKEA this weekend to do some product photos. Someone here suggested that so I took advantage of the free props. Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wherever you can go. If you go to a beautiful restaurant, put your candle on the table and in their environment. If you find somewhere like that, put your stuff there and take a picture and do some content, and then perhaps give your product to somebody who's watching. Maybe give it to the manager, maybe give it to somebody, maybe, you know what I'm saying, like, use it and then give it as a gift. And you can write that down in your texts, because Betty Rose said if you're giving out samples you can keep track of that. So definitely, 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 definitely. So everybody's committed to being dedicated in here, right? Everybody says they're going to be dedicated to this challenge. We're going 100% to hitting our goals. If you're saying that you want to show up more on social media, how many times do you want to show up? 3 to 5 is optimal. That's what we got from Senya, right? So 3 to 5 is optimal. Can you keep up with 3 to 5? If you struggle with 3 to 5, then you need to think about what kind of content you want to put out, right? And if you're doing 3 to 5, you want to make sure it's not 3 to 5 pieces of mess. You want 3 to 5 pieces of quality content, 3 to 5 pieces of different kind of information that is going to help your customers have a better understanding of your business and your brand. Does everybody understand that? Put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat. Don't just put up 3 to 5 pieces of content just to be putting up content. You want to be putting up quality content, right? Maybe you're giving a quote. Maybe you're giving a tip. Maybe you're telling them things to avoid. Maybe you're telling them how to take care of their products that they purchase from you. Maybe you're telling them a DIY recipe. Maybe you're showing them behind the scenes. Maybe you're showing a tutorial. Maybe you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come up with different ways that you can captivate them, that they're going to want to engage with you. And I want you to also think from the perspective of yourself. Do you think that your content is going to be boring? And then I want to also say, when I think that I'm going to have some bomb content and I think that the video that I posted is so dope, sometimes the customers, they're not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my following is not feeling that. Even though I thought it was dope, they're not thinking it's dope. But I got to think on the level that they're thinking, because I'm not buying from me, they're buying from me, right? And so I have to start seeing what they like, so I can start changing my content to fit around the kind of content that they like. And also look at your competitors and see what your competitors are doing and saying. And then also read in their comments and see what people saying that they, you know, what they don't like about their thing, or what their grievances about their product. See what they're saying, and then use that as your content, right? People don't like Bath and Body Works. Why? Because they may explode, they may whatever. So what's some reasons that you guys do not like Bath and Body Works? I know everybody likes the cheap candles, but you could also use that as your content, right? Cheaper is not always best, because a brand, this is what happened, you know, the candle exploded. With our candles, you could burn it for X amount of hours and it doesn't do that, or it wouldn't do that. And we use blah, blah, blah kind of wax, and we use this kind of wick, and we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that is going to help build value and build credibility in your company. And you want to make sure that your content is doing that. If you're looking at your content and saying you're bored, other people are also bored with your content. Come up with something and be creative. Be creative. Everybody's so creative. How many of you guys love that? I love her TikToks. Everybody's so creative. Let me see in the chat. Do you have a list of all resources and a quick summary of what they're used for? Magic, right? No, I actually do not. That's a good idea. I don't have a summary of what they're all used for. So that's content. Hello, I can use that and use that as content, and I am writing that down. Content and AI suggestions and what they do. content. And I know I'm shaking it because my tripod broke, and so it's not holding my I got it ghetto rigged on here, but I'm gonna work it through. I'm gonna work through it. I'm dedicated. Um, thank you so much, Deltra. I'm gonna use that as some content, and I'm probably gonna shoot that content today. 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 Right? So everybody is committed to be 100% in on their purpose, their goals, and their dreams, right? We're 100% this month, right? What I want everybody to do, I'm going to post in and this is kind of like the gist group, the Get Your Ish Together group. I want everybody, I'm gonna, don't do it first, let me tag you, and I want you guys to go to the private Facebook group, and I want to know what your goals are for this month, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna check on it. Right? Same, almost the same as what we do with the gist group. The gist group is going to be meeting at the end of this month, at the end of this month. But I want to check in for you guys and make sure that we are on task, and I want to make sure that we are dedicated and disciplined and focused on hitting the goals. So I'm going to put up a Facebook post after this, and I want to know what's your goals. All right. Yeah, it's giving me vertigo. I know it keeps shaking. I'm like, I'm trying not to write, but I can't help it. I can't write my notes. All right. And I also said we are showing up as our evolved self, right? So how's that, how is that going to look for you? If you're showing up as your evolved self, make sure you hit the like button, please. And thank you. Thank you so much, Michi. Yes, yes, and yes. How are you going to show up as your evolved self? Right? My multi-million-dollar Nikki, she needs to make sure that she's organized. My multi-million-dollar Nikki needs to make sure that she is recording everything that she needs to record so that she can repeat the process and share the process with everybody else. That is what my new evolved, that's what the evolved Nikki is going to be and show up as. How is the new evolved you showing up as? Put it in the chat. How are you showing up? Right? You want to be this successful thing, but what do you need to be in this person right now? What do you need to be in the present in order for you to be that person? What kind of characteristics can you take from this evolved you and put that into the present you? What can you use? What can you bring? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what you need. Let me know what you need. I'll be on a cruise on the 30th for my mother's 80th birthday. Ooh, nice. I love cruising. I love cruising. Have a good time. Have a good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna take you high. Can we have the, oh, okay. On the 29th. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Remind me tomorrow, because I don't want to shake the table anymore. But remind me tomorrow that, matter of fact, I'm going to write it down. I am writing so lightly, it's not even funny. 29th. Okay. All right. So everybody, please and thank you. I want you guys to go to the Facebook group at about 11 o'clock and make sure that you go. I'm going to pin it at the top so that you guys write your goals. Okay. I want you to write your goals. Chantel says, "Sing, Nikki." I want you to write your goals on for the month. I want you to write your month's goals in the Facebook group, because I want to make sure that you are going to hold yourself accountable to the stuff that you say that you want, right? Hold yourself accountable for the stuff that you say that you want, period. Period. If it's like us again, if it's more sales, if it's better content, maybe you want to maybe you want to think about how to create better content, right? And so if I need to think about how I'm gonna shoot better content, then I need to be looking at my competitors and see what they're doing and see what kind of content is really vibing with their people. And let me see if that'll work for me. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe I could tweak it a little bit because this is missing in theirs. Maybe I need to do this in mine, and that's going to get my point across to everybody, right? And so let's see what it is, right? A lot of the times we're struggling with the content, but we're not really struggling with the content. We're struggling with putting it out because we got the content. We just got to make it happen. Make sure that you have clean, crisp videos, clean, crisp photos, and then use one of these AI tools and come up with a description. Go to Answer the Public and see what people are asking, right? I'm gonna use let me use Deltra. Deltra use concrete vessels, right? And she does a lot of concrete crafts, right? And so maybe go to answerthepublic.com and say concrete vessels. It'll have questions about what people are asking about concrete vessels so that you can answer those things. That gives you content because this is what people are really looking up in Google. And so you'll understand what people are actually searching for so that when it comes up, you will come up in that search, right? So you want to make sure that you're using those type of things. What do people need to know about concrete vessels, right? How can they repurpose it? What's the purpose of you using concrete vessels? You could even go on to say, about your character, right? Remember, we were talking about putting quotes up about concrete and things like that, but you could even go into your character, right? And you can start talking about why you choose to use concrete, why you love to work with concrete. And it can be like a slow motion mixing the cement, pouring the cement, pouring the water or whatever, and just mixing it up. And you can just be talking in the background, like talking in the voiceover, saying, something about concrete, something about being strong, something about, the mixing of the elements and the da 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 da, and give it a picture. Give it something vivid. Do not bore your people. Do not bore your people. Right? And if we are going to be dedicated to the process, we are going to have to do the work that we need to do. Come up with some creative content. Come up with some creative content and track and see what's working. And track and see what people are starting to, resonate with. Start to see when people start to talk about what you're doing or start to share and think about, well, what did I do that they wanted to share? What did I say? What was the message? So how can I do this again? How can I make this happen again? Pay attention to the numbers. Pay attention to what's going on, because what's happening is you're creating this outline for yourself so that you can repeat these patterns over and over and over and over and over again. Yes, yes, and yes. So I'm excited for this week. I hope everybody else is excited. You guys, if you have not yet hit the thumbs up button, what are y'all waiting for? Hit the thumbs up button. And also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I am about to wrap up today, but I'm so appreciative of all of you guys today for spending your time with me, because I know that you cannot get your time back. And so I appreciate you spending your valuable resource with me. And I hope that you got something from today that you are going to be able to share with other people. If you like what you saw today and you want other people to hear it and you think somebody can use it, please share the video with them and let them know. Come join us over here, because it's popping. It's popping over here. Let them know. Come over here and join us. What else? You guys, the Honor Society is now open, but it's only open for like a soft launch. I'm going to do a bigger thing, so don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. I just want to make sure all of the ducks are in a row. What else do I want to say for the day? Make sure that you go to the Facebook group, the private Facebook group. If you have not yet joined the private Facebook group, go ahead and request to join. I'm going to put the challenge up there. Please make sure that you respond in kind and let me know what your goal is for the month. And that's basically it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. We are here live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. I appreciate every single person in here. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen for your business. I want you to be 100%. Ain't no stopping. I should have that song playing. Ain't no stopping us now, right? Ain't no stopping you. None. Full speed ahead. Yes, everybody full speed ahead. Foot on the gas. Everybody say foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. Put it in the chat. Foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. We not breaking. We may lift up our foot a little bit, but we not going to break. We're going full speed ahead. We have a destination. We have a goal. We have a clear focus. We have vision. We are going to get there. Get clear with yourself. Foot on the gas. Thank you so much, Deltra. Thank you. Have an amazing and blessed day yourself. Go ahead, girl. Yes, we ain't breaking. Nope. Foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. Everybody put it in the chat. I should see 24 foots on the gas. Foot on the gas, foot on the gas, foot on the gas, foot on the gas, right? Because only person who's going to believe in us is going to be us. The only person who's going to move the way we need to move is going to be us. It's only going to be us. So we need to get it popping. We need to get it popping and need to get it moving. Because if you ain't going to do it now, when do you plan on doing it? You plan on doing it next year, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? When do you plan on doing it? No better time than now. No better time than now, right? Foot on the gas, everybody. Foot on the gas, foot on the gas, foot on the gas, foot on the gas, foot on the gas. We not playing. We coming to get everything that we want. We are coming to get everything that we want, whatever that is for you. Whatever that looks like for you, you are coming for it. Period. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. Unless it's something negative and bad, don't focus on that, right? Don't focus on that. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you again so much for joining me. I will see you guys in the morning tomorrow at 9 a.m. I will be live tomorrow with Mystique again. Mystique is going to be doing a lash tutorial and a demo. So you guys, if you had, I know Patricia K was asking about lashes. He's going to do a whole lash tutorial for you guys and also be answering skincare questions. And that's not going to be here. It's going to be on Bubble Babes, my bath company's page, but definitely join us over there. And that is it, you guys. I'm out. This was a longer goodbye. You know, I will drag out a goodbye. But thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day. See y'all later.